There is one huge, untraversable chasm between me and the portal. About 4 meters wide and... oh, it's not that deep at all. A few 100 meters, maybe. There are fluorescent, things hanging everywhere. They look like huge glowworms, but they're not moving. The ladder would make a decent bridge over the pit. I'll try it. An inactive portal, just like the one in the academy. Angelina was able to open it using a weird black ball thing. I've seen one of these before, in the academy. Angelina placed a black ball in it, and then the portal opened. I think she'd stolen it from the museum, but now she's dead, and she had the ball with her when my mother threw her to her death. So what have we got here, then? An ancient comic? It looks like a kind of picture-based script. Let's see if I can work any of it out. Some guy carrying a black ball. He's wearing a long robe. Or a dress. Could be some holy character. Or a priest. Then he lies down with the black ball, and some other guys wearing dresses stand around him. Weird. And here they're taking the guy with the ball's head off? Wait, could it be some kind of burial ritual? Or an execution? I'll take a quick photo. Maybe I'll find someone who knows about hieroglyphics. Hello, Doctor? Can I ask you a quick question?
Of course. Come on up.
Hi, Doc.
Adrian, what can I do for you?
It's been a while since I've had visions. Probably 3 days. What does that mean?
I'd say it means that the medication is working well. It could also be that the emotional events of the last few days have suppressed the images of the past for the time being. Either way, we're making progress.
Tell me, Doc, have you had a look at the museum here?
To be honest, no. I've never been, and I never will.
It's probably better that way. Then, I guess you don't know anything about the black ball?
I'm sorry, no.
Look at this.
What is it?
Some kind of hieroglyphs, I think. Are you familiar with this kind of thing?
With hieroglyphs? No. But I think I've got a book about it. Just a minute. Here, I bought this before my holiday in Egypt, but I've never read it. Perhaps there's something in there that interests you.
Thanks. Bye, Doc.
Look after yourself, Adrian.
Hieroglyphs and the history of their origin in various cultures. A damn weighty tome. Dr. Winterbottom's notebook. Probably very revealing. At some point she'll be able to write her memoirs with it. There's a whole lot of nothing going on here. How does Murray make money with all this garbage? Oh, a donations box. For the bereaved, it says. Yeah, sure. And a camera, so Murray can see whether people donate from the comfort of his own home. Hi, huh? The sign? Please don't talk to the staff. Oh, right. Strange guy. Probably not even a real cop. Here we can see a typical Willow Creek tourist couple. Probably on a romantic honeymoon. Excuse me, may I ask you something?
Gozlady. Svetlanushka, look. They even got a Darren Michaels lookalike.
Fantastic! He looks so much like the real thing!
What you want to ask, Yunosha?
I hope you're not gonna miss the black ball. Unfortunately, it was stolen a few weeks ago.
Нет, we saw last time here.
We are here just for corpses. It's done very well. Очень красиво.
Thank you. I'll pass the compliment on. Enjoy our museum.
We do that. Спасибо.
Hello, Madam Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
I've turned over the moon.
That's what you sound like, too.
The tarot card, Adrian. Your card. Something has been awakened in you. You will have to transcend the boundaries. But you will receive a deep, intuitive understanding in exchange.
That sounds a bit scary.
And I see death.
Again.
You'll shatter.
Ah.
But there's a way, Adrian, for you to survive.
Just one. Yes, I'm listening.
Stay away from heights.
Yeah. Thanks. What a load of crap. Edward,
Sir?
all on your own today?
Denise is ill.
But wasn't she here this morning?
Yes. She went down with a virus all of a sudden.
Might that be the, Conrad Spooner virus?
I think it's got plenty of names. Whatever the case, it doesn't just make you unfit for work. It makes you unfit for marriage, too.
I'm very sorry, Edward.
Well, anyway, it's not infectious.
Have you ever been in the local museum?
I'm very interested in museums of all kinds, especially ethnology and history, sir. But this thing here in Willow Creek really can't be described as a museum. It's much more of an omnium gatherum of unworthiness.
You've been in it?
Yes, a couple of years ago, when there were a few real exhibition pieces in it.
The last time you were in the museum, did you ever look at that black ball?
Yes. Apparently, it was the only thing of any value in there. That's why it got stolen. However, I still ask myself to this day what it was supposed to be exactly. It was too dark for a kind of crystal ball like fortune tellers use. What's your opinion?
Well, it certainly wasn't a bowling ball. Could you take a look at this and tell me what you make of it?
Oh, yes. I've seen this script before somewhere. It's, druidic. Very old.
Can you read it?
Reading might be an exaggeration. It's more a kind of pictorial story. I think it's a description of a burial ritual. Yes, that could well be the case. Here, the dead person seems to be some kind of ecclesiastical person. A priest, if you will. You can see that by the crooked staff. That symbol was often used for spiritual leaders.
And he has a black ball in his hand. Are you saying that it could be like one of those that was in the museum?
Oh, you could even be right there. If that's the case, then I'm not at all surprised it was stolen. It would be worth a fortune.
Might it be possible that there are more of them?
I wouldn't exclude that possibility. If it's some kind of a burial gift for priests, then there could be a chance you'd find one under a burial mound.
You mentioned a burial mound. Is there one around here?
Oh, yes, sir. There are supposed to be one or two around here. At least they discovered some a few years ago. It was even in the paper. Ah, now, I remember where I recognized the hieroglyphics from. There was a photograph of the tomb in the paper, along with the research team. These kinds of hieroglyphics were engraved in the rocks.
A research team? Damn. I bet they cleared out the tomb completely.
You would think so. But you could...
I could what?
Excuse my tactlessness, sir. Miss Valley, she was involved with the excavation. A group of archaeology students were here in this area looking for pagan relics. And they discovered a burial mound quite by chance. It was quite an exciting event.
And, who else was involved in this enterprise?
Nobody I knew, I regret to say, sir.
Thanks anyway, Edward. You've helped me a lot.
Sir, would you happen to have a moment's time?
Yeah?
It's rather unpleasant for me to mention this so brashly, but Dr. Winterbottom said I ought to do it. Now, as master of Black Mirror Castle, would you happen to have any staff requirements? I would be most pleased to be able to work for you, sir.
Huh? What's gonna happen to the cafe if you're no longer here?
Oh, don't worry about that. Denise's father already has a new business idea, and I don't believe I'm the right sort of chap for it.
Is that so? Isn't the cafe doing so well? What could do better here in Willow Creek, then?
An undertaking business. Funerals, sir.
Huh. Of course. I should have thought of that myself. But I really don't know if I can actually use a butler. I need construction guys or a demolition company more urgently.
It is precisely a butler's job to look after such things.
Maybe you're right. Well then, why not come up to the castle tomorrow sometime? Then we can give it some more thought.
Thank you very much, sir.
Take care, Edward.
I'll do my best, sir.